Hello again. So in the last video we saw the output of the Docker build, and we tried to understand what happens in the background, the temporary, the intermediate containers that Docker builds and then removes, and in the end we successfully get the image that we were trying to build. Remember, in the Docker file, so if we view the contents of the Docker file, oh, I'm sorry, I'm still inside container, so let me exit, and then if we view the contents of the Docker file, then we have from Ubuntu, that's our base image, and then run apt-get update, and then apt-get install. So each line usually is a command or a step to execute. And what happens is for each step, each command that's run, or each line that's run in the Docker file, Docker will create a new layer. So each layer, as we will see in a moment, corresponds to a line in the Docker file. What we can do here is run the Docker history command, so Docker history, and then pass on the image ID or the image tag, so my Ubuntu image, my Ubuntu, and then do tab and autocomplete. If I hit enter now, you will see a list of image IDs, and these IDs, each one of them corresponds to a line in the Docker file. These two lines, or these two lines correspond to apt-get update and apt-get install with -y, the wget image. The previous ones, you notice these two ones were done about 1 hour ago. Yeah, these two lines, or these two layers, or these two temporary containers, whereas these ones were done 11 days ago. So I have not done these, but rather the person or the organization, or maybe Docker people themselves, did this to the Ubuntu base image. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it gives us information. Basically, it gives us the layers. The Docker history gives us, these are the layers that are composing the image that we have, right? And it shows us the image ID, when it was created, maybe 1 hour ago. It gives us the time, creation time, the size, and then the creation command as well. Yeah, what command was actually run to create that layer or that temporary container, right? Hope that makes sense. Docker history command to see the layers of that compose our image. Now let's actually quickly have a look at the images that we have, and maybe let's remove some of them. So Docker remove image RMI, and let's remove my Ubuntu image. No, let's keep this one, my Ubuntu image. Let's remove my image. Yeah, let's force it RMI -f, and it should remove it. Let's also remove Nordine Ubuntu. We don't want that. Yes. Let's remove, so we remove the Ubuntu, the base one. Let's remove the Debian one that we downloaded earlier, previous videos. No such image Debian. I think this one was Debian. No, it was actually Debian. Yeah, Debian. This is the one that I'd like to remove. Yeah, absolutely. And then let's also remove the clock one. Also remove it to get rid of it. So if I do Docker images now, I'm just freeing space, because these were taking space. As you can see here, the sizes are 100 and something megabytes and so on and so forth. I was just freeing space, so we have much more space. Yep. Let's stop here. Let's have a look at maybe the Docker containers that we ran before. Yes, we can also remove them as we did before, Docker RM, for example, and then pass the ID, so 91. Yeah, if I do tab, by the way, it'll auto-complete it. Again, Docker RM, maybe D92, and then do tab, it'll auto-complete, and so on and so forth. So if I do Docker PS -A, I should have less containers, right? You can just practice these things using Docker PS, Docker RM, Docker RMI, Docker images, and so on and so forth. Let's stop here, and in the next video, hopefully we'll be modifying and editing the Docker file to make more interesting and more exciting things. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.